Why do more folks seem to struggle with mental health issues today compared to earlier generations? This is a question that has been echoing through our society as we witness an alarming increase in mental health issues in recent years. Indeed, mental health has become a growing concern, affecting individuals of all ages, from all walks of life. It's as if a rising tide has swept across our society, bringing with it a wave of anxiety, depression, stress, and other mental health conditions. Statistics paint a telling picture. Recent studies suggest that 1 in 5 adults experiences mental illness each year. That's a staggering 20% of our population. And when we look at our youth, the numbers are even more disconcerting. Almost half of all adolescents aged 12 to 17 have had a mental health disorder at some point in their life. What's more, these figures are not merely stagnant, they are increasing. Over the past decade, the prevalence of mental health issues has grown substantially, particularly among young people. It's a trend that's been described as a silent epidemic, silently eroding the well-being of millions of individuals, families, and communities. But why is this happening? Why does mental health seem to be more of a challenge now than it was for our grandparents or great-grandparents? Some might argue that life was simpler back then. Others might suggest that the pressures and pace of modern life are to blame. Yet it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people behind the statistics. It's about the individuals battling their inner demons every day, about the families trying to support their loved ones, and about the communities trying to provide resources and care. Mental health is a complex issue, with no single cause or solution. It's a collective challenge that requires a collective response. It's a tide that we must face together, with compassion, understanding, and action. This trend prompts us to delve deeper into the factors contributing to the rise in mental health issues. As we move through this journey, we hope to shed light on this pressing issue, demystify the misconceptions, and explore possible paths forward. Together, we can turn the tide. How has the landscape of mental health issues changed over the years? This question takes us on a journey back in time, tracing the evolution of our understanding and perception of mental health. In the distant past, mental health issues were shrouded in mystery and fear. They were often viewed as a taboo subject, something to be hidden away and not discussed. People suffering from mental health problems were stigmatized, misunderstood, and in many cases, mistreated. Mental illnesses were often attributed to supernatural causes, like curses or possession, and treatment methods were crude and largely ineffective. As we moved into the 20th century, our understanding of mental health began to evolve. With the advent of psychology and psychiatry as recognized fields of study, mental health issues started to be seen as medical conditions that could be diagnosed and treated. The introduction of psychotherapy and medication brought about a major shift in the way we approached mental health. This shift continued throughout the 20th century and into the 21st. Today, mental health is widely recognized as an integral part of overall health. There's a growing awareness about the importance of mental well-being, and mental health issues are more openly discussed than ever before. The stigma surrounding mental health is slowly being chipped away, replaced by understanding and acceptance. In terms of diagnosis and treatment, we've come a long way. Where once we had a handful of poorly understood conditions, we now have a vast array of recognized mental health disorders, each with its own set of diagnostic criteria and treatment options. From talk therapy to medication, from mindfulness to cognitive behavioral therapy, the range of treatments available today is diverse and ever-expanding. However, this evolution in understanding hasn't been without its challenges. The rise in diagnosed mental health disorders, the complexities of treatment, and the ongoing struggle against stigma are all part of the current mental health landscape. This evolution in understanding has brought mental health issues to the forefront, but it also presents new challenges. As we continue to navigate this terrain, it's crucial to remember where we've come from and to keep pushing forward in our quest for better mental health for all. How does modern life contribute to the rise in mental health issues? As we navigate our way through the labyrinth of the 21st century, we're constantly interacting with an array of factors that have a profound effect on our mental health. One of the most prominent contributors is technology. Although it's a boon in many respects, it also has a flip side. Our reliance on screens, for instance, can lead to social isolation, sleep disturbances, and a host of other issues that can snowball and affect our mental health. Then, there's social media. While it connects us with people across the globe, it also presents a curated version of life that can lead to unrealistic expectations and a constant comparison with others. This compare and despair phenomenon can trigger feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and depression. And let's not forget the increased stress we experience in today's fast-paced society, from the pressure to succeed professionally to the strain of maintaining a work-life balance. We're constantly juggling numerous responsibilities. This relentless race against time can leave us feeling overwhelmed, and over time can take a significant toll on our mental health. Moreover, societal pressures and the pace of modern life add another layer of complexity. We're expected to conform to societal norms, achieve certain milestones by specific ages, and constantly strive for the best. This pressure cooker environment often leads to burnout and fosters a culture where mental health issues can thrive. But it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing these factors is the first step towards addressing them. By understanding the impact of modern life on our mental health, we can take proactive measures to mitigate these effects. The speed and demands of the modern world have a significant impact on our mental health, often in ways we don't immediately recognize. So, let's take a moment to slow down, breathe, and remember that it's okay to step off the treadmill of modern life every once in a while. Our minds will thank us for it. Could the rise in mental health issues be a result of better diagnosis and increased awareness? Let's dive into this question. As we continue to break down the barriers around mental health, we're seeing an uptick in the number of people willing to have open conversations about their mental well-being. This, in turn, is leading to an increase in the number of people seeking help and being diagnosed. However, it's important to understand that this doesn't necessarily mean there are more people suffering now than before. Rather, it's likely that we're just getting better at acknowledging and diagnosing these issues. Consider this. In the past, many mental health conditions were stigmatized or misunderstood. People often suffered in silence, their conditions undiagnosed and untreated. Today, thanks to the tireless work of mental health advocates and professionals, we are gradually chipping away at this stigma. The conversations around mental health have shifted from hushed whispers to public dialogues. At the same time, advancements in medical science have led to improved diagnostic techniques. We're now able to identify a broader range of mental health conditions, some of which might have been overlooked in the past. This means more people are being correctly diagnosed and can access the help they need. Mental health campaigns and initiatives have also played a crucial role in this shift. They have shone a spotlight on mental health, educating the public and empowering individuals to seek help. These initiatives have not only increased awareness, but have also provided resources and support for those dealing with mental health issues. Yet, it's important to recognize that while increased awareness and improved diagnosis have led to a rise in reported cases, they have also been instrumental in helping those affected. They've opened up avenues for treatment and management that were previously inaccessible or unknown. So, to circle back to our initial question, it seems that the rise in mental health issues could indeed be a result of better diagnosis and increased awareness. But let's remember, increased awareness and diagnosis are double-edged swords, contributing to the rise in reported cases while simultaneously aiding in their treatment and management. What can we do to address the growing concern of mental health issues? We find ourselves at a critical juncture where the urgency to manage the escalating wave of mental health issues has never been more pronounced. But as daunting as the task may seem, there are viable strategies and solutions within our grasp. Our first line of defense is continued awareness. It's akin to shining a spotlight on a shadowy corner, illuminating the reality of mental health problems. The more we talk about it, the more we break down the walls of stigma and misunderstanding. This open dialogue not only fosters empathy, but also encourages those struggling to seek help. Early intervention is another powerful tool in our arsenal. Think of it as catching a snowball at the top of the hill before it has a chance to roll down and become an avalanche. By identifying and addressing mental health issues early, we can mitigate their impact and often alter the course of the illness. Now, let's consider accessibility. Accessible mental health services are as crucial as a lighthouse to a ship in stormy seas. It's about making sure that anyone, regardless of their location, financial situation, or background, has the ability to reach out and find professional help when they need it. And then, there's the role each one of us can play in promoting mental health. It's about fostering a culture of kindness and understanding, not just in our homes, but in our workplaces, schools, and communities. It's about checking in on our friends, taking care of our own mental well-being, and not being afraid to ask for help when we need it. So, yes, the rise in mental health issues is a complex problem. It's like a tangled knot, with each strand representing a different factor contributing to the issue. But if we pull together, if we weave a tapestry of awareness, early intervention, accessible services, and individual action, we can begin to unravel this knot. While the rise in mental health issues is a complex problem, concerted efforts from all of us can help turn the tide. In sum, the rise in mental health issues is a multifaceted issue. We've traced the evolution of these issues and noted the profound impact of modern life. We've also acknowledged the role of heightened awareness and improved diagnosis. These factors intertwine, painting a complex picture of mental health in our times. They remind us that this is not a simple problem with a simple solution, but a crisis that requires our collective effort to tackle. Understanding these factors is the first step towards addressing the mental health crisis that our society faces today. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.